All right, welcome back. Let's try this again. Second flight from our two-leg hop today originated in Great Falls, Montana to Pasco, Tri-Cities, Washington, where we're at now. Now we're going to do a short hop over to Seattle. Flying the fly-by-wire Airbus 320. Let's go ahead and get her started up. For some reason, I couldn't get the external power hooked up after we landed here, so I had to restart. Let's go ahead and get some lights on. This will be a night flight. Arm the emergency exit lights. Seat belts, no smoking. Get our APU ready there. And head over to our flight pad. Get that turned on, ready to go. Call on the jetway and the baggage. Go ahead and get our beacon lights on, nav lights. Alrighty. To our MCDU. Let's go ahead and pull up our flight plan. Let's get some light on it first. Here we go. Go ahead and get our fuel. 4.0. Excuse me. I had to sneeze there. And load up our baggage. Init page. Enter request. Put in our flight number. Page 2. 4.8, so it was 4.08, so yeah, we'll just do 4.0. Pull up our handy dandy flight plan. And we got a headwind of 32 knots. H32. Put that in right there for the trip wind. Alright, that's done. We'll go to our first page, taking off with flaps 1. Get our V-speeds. 134 for landing. Let's go to approach. And let's put in the local ATIS information. So 3020 is our altimeter, 9 degrees. 3020, 9 degrees Celsius. Pull it back up for our wind, which is at 030 at 8 knots. Transition altitude, 18,000. All good. Let's head over to the flight plan. We'll be taking off from runway 21 right. Straight out departure. And we'll wait for that. We do have ATC in Seattle, so I'm not sure which runway. This is the correct one that they'll be putting us on. So we'll go ahead and turn up some more lights, and then check our actual route. Turn the switch to plan, zoom out just a little bit, angle down, and go up arrows through our flight plan. And make sure there's nothing weird happening. Alright, straight to Seattle. That looks good, so we'll go ahead and get our plane ready for startup. Go send our jetway back.
Good evening and welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Please return your seat back and folding trays to their upright positions. You can store your carry-on luggage in either the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you.
APU's warming up.
Also, make sure to fasten your seatbelt. For those of you seated next to an emergency exit, please carefully read the special instructions located near that exit. If you don't want to complete any of the functions described in the event of an emergency, please inform a crew member so you may be reseated.
Start up
We
engine
now
2.
request that all electronic devices such as cell phones and laptops be either powered off or set to airplane mode. We'll notify you when it's safe to continue using these devices.
There it goes.
Please remember, this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking aboard this aircraft, as well as tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors, is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about
All
our
right, let's
flight,
go ahead and make sure
please
our
don't
new
hesitate to
flight
ask
plan
the crew
is
member.
loaded.
Thank you for your attention.
I'll unload that one. New flight from SimBrief. Passcode is Seattle. Straight out departure, runway 21, right. All right, that's all good to go. Let's go ahead and pull up our chart so we can have that on hand. Go ahead and pin it. Minimize that real quick, and we'll go ahead and call for our pushback. Let's go ahead and turn on our taxi lights. And let me kick off my shoes. So we do these pedals a little bit better. Local altimeter is 3004 now, so we're going to be initially climbing to 10,000 feet. Disengage parking brake. Engine 2 is ready, so we'll go ahead and start engine 1. And start our pushback.
On behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard the flight. Please ensure that your seatbelt is fastened and your seat backs and trays are in their full upright position. Lastly, please turn off all electronic devices. Thank you, and have a great flight.
Now, real quick, let me change this information. This would be Pasco to Seattle. All right. So 21 right. Right out that way. It's way too much ground traffic. We're all just clustered up. Just gotta flip that switch so we don't have those alarms going off. Alright, we're going to head down taxiway Delta to Alpha, over to Alpha 5 for our departure. We're going to end the pushback, send the truck home. Engines are started, so we can go ahead and turn those off. Maybe a bit cold. Turn ignition back to normal. And let's begin our taxi.
Good evening, everyone. Could I please get everybody's
pretend these
attention
trucks
here for the
aren't
next few
here.
minutes to review some safety information. Fasten your
Because they're
seatbelt when
just
the
never
seatbelt
gonna get out of the
sign
way.
lights up.
The
Insert metal
AI in
fittings
this
one
game
into
is
the other
absolutely
and tighten by pulling
atrocious.
on the loose end of the strap. You can release your seatbelt by lifting upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight in case of any turbulence. You can find several emergency exits on this airplane. Please take a moment to locate the closest exit to you. In some cases, the nearest exit may be situated behind you. If we need to
Appreciate
evacuate
everybody
the
watching.
aircraft, floor level lighting will guide
If you're
you
watching
toward
on
any of
Twitch,
these exits.
hello.
Doors can
Don't
be
forget to
opened by
follow.
moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is
I'll be
equipped
bringing you
with an
Microsoft Flight
inflatable
Simulator
slide
content
which
at
is
least
attached
3
and
days a
used
week.
as a life raft. Oxygen and air pressure are monitored throughout the duration
Right
of
now
the flight.
scheduled for
If
Wednesday,
decompression occurs at any time, Oxygen
Friday and
mask will fall from
Saturday.
the ceiling in front of all of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the
I
mask
did not
towards
see the
you and place
taxiway,
it firmly
so
over your mouth
thank
and
goodness
nose.
there's no traffic.
Secure the elastic band
I'm gonna have to
behind
use
your
the runway
head
here.
and breathe normally. Even if the bag doesn't seem to be inflating, oxygen is actually flowing to the mask. If you're traveling with a child or someone who needs help, please secure your own mask first. After that, you can assist the other person. As well, please keep your mask on until myself or a crew member advises you to take it off. In the event of an emergency, please assume the bracing position. Lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest.
Now,
Put it over your head and bring the straps around your waist.
it's not my
Adjust
fault.
the straps to the front. When leaving the aircraft,
There are no
the
lights
vest
on
is
this
held firmly
taxiway.
on the red cord. If you need to refill the vest,
Cannot
blow
see it.
now. Also, use the whistle and light to attract attention. Your seat bottom cushion can be used as a flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. The use of laptop computers and other portable electronic devices is permitted only when the seatbelt sign is off or when permitted by the crew. Mobile phones must always remain off. Please remember that this is a non-smoking flight. Damaging the smoke detectors in the lavatory is
Wonderful
prohibited by
unfinished
law.
content.
You can find
All right.
any safety information I've covered this evening in a card located in the seat pocket in front of you. Please read it through before we take off. If you have any
Not even lined
questions,
up to where it
please
actually
feel
shows
free
on
to
the
ask
chart either,
myself or
so
other crew members. Enjoy the flight and have a great
please
evening.
forgive me. Now after takeoff, it's going to be a pretty quick, probably a 45-minute flight. Depending on the approach that they bring us in on, maybe a little longer if they veer us around with vectors, but pretty much flight time's 45 minutes. And there's trees on the taxiway. Cross runway 21 left. And hit 21 right. So everything appears to be good, ready to go. So let's line her up. We are in flaps 1 for takeoff. Good enough. Altimeter set. We're climbing to 10,000. Go ahead and turn on our landing lights and strobes for takeoff. And without further ado, hold on, I got disconnected from VASM. Mode C. Flight plan is loaded. Ready to go. A little bit of a right pull. This plane gets off the ground really quick. Go ahead and rotate 10 degrees. And hold. Landing gear up. Landing lights off, strobe off. Taxi off. Oh, we need beacon and nav lights. Nav mode, go ahead and Initiate autopilot. It's going to be mostly hands-off flight. Autopilot's going to take care of that. Keep us on course. Go ahead, drop her down into climb detent. Then flaps up to 0. All right, we are headed out. Now, for some reason, I can never get the nav logo light to turn on. We do have some wing lights. Go ahead and move into a middle screen view. Alrighty. Alright, we are at 10,000 feet. We're going to go ahead and go up to our final flight altitude of just 240. It is a very short flight. It's, go ahead and get that climb started.
10,000 feet.
Tutorial and you can see those volcanoes right there in the distance. That's Mount Rainier. And just behind this window screen, look like Mount Adams. Hood's down there somewhere. A lot of cloud cover. Nope. Not bad. That's Mount Adams. That's Mount Rainier. St. Helens is back over that way, a little further. Well, on the other side of Mount Adams. It's about 10,000 feet lower than it used to be, so it doesn't stick up like these ones do anymore. There we get back in our seat and finish cruising. Seattle Center just logged in. They aren't totally set up yet, so switch over to that channel 135.45. Yeah, they're definitely not showing up on the map yet. Just coming online. We also have Seattle ground.
Center, Alaska 579, ready to check.
Alaska 579, Seattle Center, you 5 by 5, how many?
Same for you, thank you very much. Alaska 579, looking to line up and wait on 3-4 right here, Seattle in November.
Alaska 579, stand by 1, I get some clearance, then we'll get you going.
Roger, I'll just hold here, Alaska 579.
Oh, sorry, ground's online. You already have clearance, correct?
Affirm.
Alright, last question. Are you looking for 3-4 right at November, or are you looking for full length?
Looking to just line up here at November. Yes.
Alright, Alaska 579, wind 010 at 8, runway 34 right at November, clear for takeoff.
Roger, but in the meantime, can we line up and wait for Alaska 579?
Alaska 579, what do you need to line up and wait for?
We need to get a few more things to our aircraft really quick. It should only.
All right, we are set for 3-4 right, so it sounds like that is the
Alaska 579, yes, you can
active
just
runway in
short,
use for landing.
Appreciated, and then just let me know when you're ready to go. Cancel takeoff clearance.
Roger, we'll disregard the takeoff clearance. We'll just hold here for a minute or two. Thank you, Alaska 579.
Okay. Yeah, he's just now coming on, so we're going to go ahead and contact him. Titan. Yeah, Atlanta Center, Delta 778 is at 17,000 feet currently, 4 nautical miles from Titan.
Delta 778, I got some bad news. You're a long way from Atlanta, but Seattle Center, hello. Reset your transponder, squawk 5242.
Can you repeat that squawk again? Sorry.
Delta 778, reset your transponder, squawk 5242.
5242, 778. Did I say Atlanta Center?
Delta
That's my bad.
778, ready to contact approximately 18 miles northwest of the Yakima VOR. Stay left. Delta 778, descend to cross Ratty at and maintain 12,000 and 270 knots. Sails landing north, altimeter 3020.
Until Alaska 579, where do you go?
Alaska 579, wind 010 at 8, runway 34 right at November, clear for takeoff.
3-4 right at November, clear for takeoff, Alaska 579.
And Delta 778, confirm you got those descent instructions?
You saying Delta 728, 728?
Info Alaska 579, do you want us to proceed direct to our first waypoint after takeoff, or do you want to, because we were told radar vectors.
Alaska 579, on departure flight runway heading, and I'll get you vectors from there.
Roger, we'll fly runway heading, and inspect vectors, Alaska 579.
Delta 778, Seattle Center.
What's going on? Sorry. I'm having some issues with V-Pilot. Atlanta Center, Delta 778, go ahead. Seattle Center. Seattle Center, Delta 778, go ahead. Yeah, I'm not getting nothing. I don't know if he's hearing me, but I'm not getting any. Let me send him a message. Oh no. Oh no's right. What's going on, man? You back? At least for the moment. Well, for good. How'd that apartment look? Is that what you went and did you check that out now? Sweet. You're as good as moved. Now you got all the hard work of actually moving. You got a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. You got a truck, or what do you drive? I'm sure you got a four-wheel drive up there. Ah, I got you. That's good. You're not rushing it. So what's so special about that apartment? Gotcha. Oh, sweet. What's the lease there? Or how much you paying? Just getting a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom? What you doing? Whew, steep. Yeah, must be a nice place. That's so weird. I figured it would be. But then,
Ladies
I
and
realized
gentlemen, at
you
this
guys are
time, the
so
flight
secluded.
attendants are making their way throughout the cabin
Everything
to
up there
drink
costs
first.
more, right?
You may also unfasten your seatbelt and walk around. Relax and enjoy the rest of the flight.
But I know when you go to like McDonald's or whatever, your average meals there are like 10, 11 bucks. You don't you get compensation or anything living in Alaska? Oh no, yeah. I didn't think there would be. Child size water. Yeah, I used to know a couple people in Alaska. When we lived in Seattle, my stepdad, he was a pipe fitter on the crab boats, and then when they were actually in season, he'd go off with them, usually like first mate or whatever. So we had a lot of family friends from Alaska because they get on the boat once they got up there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start our descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting our descent. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to their full upright position. Be sure that your luggage is properly stowed either in one of the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you.
Set up our arrival.
Please turn off any electronic devices until we have arrived safely at the gate. Thank you.
That was 34 right. Chins. All right, chin start. Chins 4. Jipox 2. No. Chins 4. Yeah, something ain't. Alright, we'll just go with Jipox. All right, we're gonna set up our own vectors here. It came at a little high, so
18,000 feet.
go ahead and put it on heading. Go 220. So what's life in Alaska like, man? I don't know. I've never been there. Don't know anything about it. The only thing I've learned about Alaska is what I learned from watching Northern Exposure. And half of that show was filmed in Washington State, so. Alright, down to 5,000. We're on an ILS, so go ahead and dial her over. Into 260. So Jipok, 7,000 feet. Capture ILS at Buck at 2,200. All right, turn 300. Go ahead and drop our speed to 220. No, let's stay about 210. That looks good. All right, turn on our approach heading of 344. I'm gonna cut that a little late. looks pretty good. We'll just edge it over just a little bit. Should be getting our ILS real soon. All right, back to 344. Speed down to 180. Drop flaps 1. So clues, we need to be at 4,000. So let's go ahead and drop that real quick. All right, we got our ILS, so we'll go ahead and turn on approach. Yeah, we were a little bit off. Looked like we were more lined up on 34 center. Drop the flaps 2. There's our second capture. We'll dial our speed back 160. It's funny, every time I was talking to Seattle Center, I kept calling them Atlanta Center. It's because 99% of my flights are out of Atlanta. I'm just so used to talking to Atlanta. It's like verbal muscle memory. Even though I know I'm going to Seattle, my mouth
2,500.
still says Atlanta. All right, let's drop down to our final landing speed. Flaps 3, flaps full. We're going to do medium auto brakes. Alright, speed brake is ready. Set. Landing speed 135 knots. Local altimeter was 3020. We didn't put on our minimums. That's one thing we forgot. But not crazy essential. Proper, correct, but it's not going to make a difference in this flight. All right, we're about 3 miles from the runway. Two miles. One and a half miles. Drop our landing gear.
1,000. 1,000.
1,000.
All lights on.
500. 400.
400.
Yeah, you already said that.
400.
Still.
300.
300.
200. 300.
And disengage autopilot. And take her in manually. 100.
200. 100.
50.
50.
40.
40.
30.
30.
20. Retard.
20.
10. 5.
10.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Please keep your seatbelt fastened until a captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Ensure you've gathered any personal belongings. Be careful when opening overhead bins, as luggage may have shifted around during the flight. If you need any assistance exiting the plane, please remain seated until all passengers have deplained. We would be happy to assist you. On behalf of the crew, I thank you for choosing us, and we look forward to seeing you on future flights. Have a great evening.
Alright, just looking for our gate. Not over there. Get out of the way, stupid car. Slightly higher view. Parking brake on. Jetway and baggage. Alright, if you guys stopped by for the flight, I hope you enjoyed. That was Pasco to Seattle. Currently 10 o'clock. I may log in later on about an hour or so, do another flight. Don't hold me to it, but it's possible. So, welcome to SeaTac. Here in the wonderful Pacific Northwest. City of SeaTac. Now further out that way is Tacoma. And back that way is Seattle. Alright, I'll catch you again if you stop by for the next flight. Probably going to start it just in a chatting mode first, and depending on how many viewers we get, I guess I'll let you guys decide where we head out from. We'll be leaving from Seattle, but you guys will get to pick the destination. So, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you follow if you're on Twitch. If you're watching me on YouTube, subscribe for more Microsoft Flight